Hi everybody, so welcome to my 3-week post-op mommy makeover update. That's a mouthful. And today I am going to basically be updating you guys on all of the changes that I've noticed since my last video that I posted. I will put a link to last week's video down below in case you missed it. I will also put a link down below to the Mommy Makeover playlist. So if you don't watch my channel regularly for my beauty stuff and you're just interested in how the Mommy Makeover is going, there will be an entire playlist for you there to go through and take a look at. So let's just get started with how things have been going in the last week. So things have been going pretty good. I am still sore. I am a lot more sore towards the end of the day. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that Stella has been back basically since my last update. And Stella is my 22-month-old daughter, and she's very active and she's very busy. And she sort of is like a little hurricane in our house. And keeping up with her is honestly difficult for me. I am very fortunate in that I do only have one child. I'm not quite sure how people with multiple toddlers survive this kind of surgery. I would definitely recommend having a lot of help around, or maybe waiting until your children are a little bit older and can like fend for themselves a little bit more if you're thinking about doing this surgery. So I think that is probably something that I have talked about quite a bit just in the last couple of weeks, is like the amount of help that I have needed just to be able to get through daily activities. And I don't want to say that I'm like incapacitated. I'm certainly not, but I can tell you that I feel a lot better at the end of the day during the weekends when Craig is home to be able to help me more with Stella than I do during the week when I am with her exclusively, basically from like the time she wakes up until Craig gets home from work. And sometimes that's like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. And by that point, damage done. Like, I've been chasing her around all day, and I'm sore, and it makes me very swollen towards the end of the day. And I just don't feel very good. So that is the only part of this that's really kind of sucking, is that I don't have really the amount of help that I wish I had at this point. My mom had Stella for about a week and a half right after my surgery, and I was lucky because my mom was on Christmas break. She does work for a school district, and so she had time off to be able to take Stella, but she is going to be back at work now, and she also lives 2 hours away. I do have family in town here, but I think Craig's side of the family is just a little bit more busy and doesn't really have that much time to be able to help with Stella, and my friends all work. So the one friend that isn't really working right now just had a baby like 10 days ago, and so I can't be like, hey, I need you to come and help me with your 10-day-old baby. Like, I'm not going to do that. So I basically have just been having to suck it up. But I would definitely encourage you to have as much help available as you can get if you're going to be doing a surgery like this. So yeah, soreness at the end of the day. I tend to get a lot of swelling. Most of my swelling is either like in the far like upper end of my abs, like right underneath my sternum, and right at the bottom by my incision line. I am still pretty swollen right above the incision, and then also kind of right below in my pubic bone area. That is probably the most pronounced swelling that really never truly goes down, either even when I first wake up, or at any point during the day. I am still wearing my compression garment, which is essentially, let me go reach for it if I can get it. It's just a binder. So this is it. It's got 2 flaps. It's basically Velcro. There is some like boning right here, and you can see it kind of has started to like conform to like my waist and stuff. This was provided by my plastic surgeon. It's from a company called Caromed. I do also, she uses this stuff called Topifoam. This helps with bruising and helps to increase the compression. It's basically almost like a memory foam. It's just really soft. I place one of these right across mostly the mid to lower part of my belly to help with the compression there, because that's where I get most of my swelling. I do have 3 other ones of those that when I first came out of surgery, they had all 3 sort of packed around me. But it's too difficult for me to put all 3 up against me and put the binder on my own. Like, that's almost impossible, because I kind of have to like bend over to get the binder around me in the first place while I'm holding the Topifoam in place. It's just kind of tricky. So again, if you're able to have help, simple things like that just go a lot faster. Sometimes it can take me like 4 or 5 minutes to get that stupid thing on because I'm doing it on my own. So there's that. So I wear that 24 hours a day. I wear it when I'm sleeping. Sometimes for an hour at night, I'll take it off because I've been starting to do some really light massage just all over my tummy. And by light, I mean like I'm literally just like doing small circular motions with like barely any pressure, just because it kind of feels nice when I do it. I do know at some point I have to start a more like vigorous massage regiment, like for the scars and stuff, but I haven't started that yet, so no scar therapy. I don't know what I'm going to use for scar therapy. I'm going to be talking to the doctor. I have my next checkup appointment next Tuesday, which I think is like the 7th. So at that point, I think she's going to start telling me like at what point I can start the scar therapy. I think it's still going to be a few more weeks. My sutures are all like completely closed, so there's like no oozing, there's no weeping. The skin has like basically essentially grown together again at this point. It's probably still it's not a super strong you know, the longer that you heal, obviously the more your skin and the connective tissue underneath starts to reconnect. And so I'm still early in that process, so I'm still being very careful with what I do because I don't want to do something to obviously disrupt those sutures. The thing that I've become really worried about over the last week since Stella has been home is I've sort of become obsessed and like worried about the fact that I'm going to rupture my internal sutures, which hold my stomach muscles together. So for those of you that haven't watched previous videos, I had a gap between my stomach muscles from pregnancy that was basically essentially the size of my fist. So I could put my fist like this in between the stomach muscles, and like, you know, if I really like dug down, and I could actually feel my intestines. So the muscle repair was very important to me because I needed that core strength back, and I'm really worried about rupturing those sutures. That is extremely rare. Like, I mean, you're really like gotta either take like a massive blow to the stomach or lift something super heavy or just do something really, really wrong to make that happen. But it's still constantly in the back of my head when, you know, I'm picking Stella up to put her into bed or to take her out of bed. You know, I'm not carrying her up and down the stairs. The only time I'm lifting her is if I absolutely have to. And then I'm trying to do most of the work with like my back muscles and also my leg muscles. But it's still like scary to me that because I have to do those things from time to time, that I could somehow be like affecting the end result of everything. And what makes me so scared about that is like I went through so much pain for this surgery. Like, I mean, it was quite a bit of suffering. Like, for those of you that have seen previous videos, you know that the surgery sucked for me. I had no problem with my breast reduction. I felt no pain from that. I still don't feel any pain from that. I felt no pain from the liposuction that she did. And the liposuction was fairly minimal. It was just like some waist sculpting and then around my bra line. But I felt nothing from that. It was all the tummy tuck. And so the thought of like doing something to undo that just has been driving me like crazy. And I tend to have a little bit of like an obsessive personality when it comes to stuff like that. Like I just want to do everything right. For those of you that have suggested, you know, having Stella crawl in and out of her crib, like I have tried stuff. She can't do it. Like her crib it's really low. We have it really low so she can't crawl out of it. But putting like a little step stool in there for her, like she just won't do it. So, I mean, I could stand there for hours like trying to coax her out, but I don't have time for that. So I do have to, you know, lift her out of certain things at some points, and there's just no way around that. So that is the one thing that I've been thinking a lot about lately, and I've been doing some research. So I know that it's extremely hard to undo those sutures because most surgeons, and I haven't asked mine, but I know that they do like multiple levels of like muscle repair. So they don't just like take like the very top and sew it together. Like they do it at like different, 1 or 2 different points, like above, like at the first level and then also like below. So yeah, that has been worrying me because I do get some pain sometimes where I'm just like, ugh, I haven't heard anything pop. Oftentimes when that does happen, you'll hear like an audible like popping sound, and then you'll see like a bulge. I haven't noticed any bulges. It's going to be really hard for me to do that, so I need to just put that out of my mind, but I also want to be conscious of the fact that I can't be overdoing it. So what else? My scars are doing great, both with the breast reduction as well as with the tummy tuck. You know, I've had some people ask me if I am worried about the scars at all. I'm really not. When I made the decision to have this surgery, I fully knew that these scars could be visible for quite a long time while they heal, and that they could never fully go away, and that, you know, in certain swimsuits or in certain underwear or bras, like you could still potentially be able to see some of the scars. I didn't care about that. I cared about the end result, which was having a smaller chest and having my stomach be rid of the extra skin and also having the muscle repair. That was more important to me than what the scars look like. Obviously, I'm going to do what I can to help them fade, but it's not like, I don't care that much about it. I don't. I'm not a stripper. I'm not a nude model. Even if I was, I don't care. Like, I don't care about stuff like that. The scar isn't right across my forehead. You know, I'm not Britney Spears. I'm not wearing like lowrider jeans. Like, I'm kind of past that point in my life. You know, my jeans are like kind of a medium rise so that they cover my butt. And, you know, I don't wear crop tops. It's just not me. So I'm not worried about that stuff. But I will say the scars look really nice. I'm very pleased with them. They're very flat. I do have a little bit of puckering in certain areas, but that should flatten out, and I can help that with the massage as well as the scar therapy. So that's not really an issue for me. I have noticed some muscle spasms, and I think it's just the muscles kind of like getting used to their new position. It feels like little worms are moving under my skin, and it freaks me out because like in my head, I know that it's like just a little muscle spasm, but because of the specific way that it feels, I'm like, ew, I feel like there are worms under my skin. I just don't like the feeling. And it's mostly in my upper ab area, not so much in my lower ab. I'm really quite numb from right above the belly button down to the incision line. I cannot feel anything there. And so that is, sorry, I just looked at a text and that was a really bad idea. Now I'm all distracted. But I know that I'm going to regain feeling there, so I'm not super, super worried about it. What else? Yeah, I'm feeling good overall. My diet is pretty much back to normal. I am trying to watch what I eat, obviously. I'm drinking a lot more water. I am trying to get at least 100 ounces of water a day. When I drink more water, I notice that it helps the swelling a lot. So let's see. trying to think of questions that people have asked me. I think that's kind of it. I'll show you guys what everything looks like right now. I did just have lunch, and so I'm a little bit full from that, and I am a little more swollen today than I am most days, and that's because yesterday was a little bit of a rough day with Stella, and I did a lot of running around. So you'll be able to see kind of what a puffier day looks like as a result of not being able to sit my butt down and relaxing as much as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and stand up and show you guys everything. I think I'm gonna try to lift you up just a tad. Okay. So I am wearing a, this is from Flexi's. It's a little bit of a compression, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get my shirt to stay here. Compression material. And so this is, I did notice that I got 2 new stretch marks right here and right, where is it? Right here. All of these lines are from the compression garment, so those aren't like normally there. The scar looks really good. As you can see, I'm really swollen right here, and I can't feel this whole area. So everything is looking really good. I'm very happy with the results. I'm still kind of swollen right here, and on this side, this is kind of the area where she did the lipo, so that is going to take a little while to go away. I can definitely feel there's fluid and stuff in there. Not so much fat, because she actually sucked that out for me nicely enough. So yeah. But as you can see with my underwear, it pretty much like covers the scar completely, so I'm not worried about it. So this is what it looks like. Just, I'm standing completely straight. The breast reduction, I mean, I'll just kind of give you like a profile shot here. They are starting to drop a little bit, which is good. They're starting to relax and look a little bit more natural. I will say that the only thing that has been a little bit strange for me is that she did not want me to wear any kind of compression bra, and like logically I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like, shouldn't I keep them in place and smashed? And she was like, I really just want them to like go to where they want to go, and then once the healing, like the first 6 weeks is done, I can start wearing bras that are nice and supportive and you know, will keep everything in its new place. But she did do a lift, obviously, along with the reduction. So, yeah, like I'm not wearing a bra underneath this tank top that you saw me wearing. It's just, you know, just like a regular like compression, like I think it's from Maidenform, from the Flexi's brand, tank top. So that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else right now. I will update you guys again in another week. So that will be the, wow, that'll be 4 weeks. That's crazy. So that'll be 4 weeks. So a month after my surgery, I can't believe it's already almost been a month. And I will have also gone to my 3rd checkup appointment. So I'll be able to update you on scar therapy stuff at that point, or what she wants me to do. So as always, if you guys have any questions, definitely leave me comments below. I do post weekly update pictures on my Instagram. The link for my Instagram will always be down below, so feel free to follow me there if you're interested, or just kind of check back from time to time. So yeah, and seriously, let me know if you have questions. I'm definitely willing to answer any questions that you have. I know that this can be a very big decision. It's a very expensive decision. It's a time-consuming decision, and so there's really a lot that goes into doing something like this. It's not something that you can just be like, oh, I really want a tummy tuck, and like then you just go out and do it. Like, you gotta have some stuff in place. So yeah, let me know if there's anything. that you guys want to see in terms of like additional information in these update videos, and I'll be happy to put that in there. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye. Hi guys, so I'm sorry that I'm having to make this video even longer, and if you're suffering through it, thanks for suffering through it. I forgot one key part of what I have changed this last week, and that is that I have started taking my vitamins again. I did not take them for the 2 weeks before surgery and just about a week and a half to 2 weeks after surgery, just because my doctor requested that I am off everything before so that it doesn't interfere with the anesthesia in any kind of way. And you know, she said slowly start introducing stuff again after you are feeling better. So I was feeling well enough to do that in the last week, so I'm going to share with you guys really quickly what I take. I do have lots of other videos about my vitamin and supplement routine, so I'll try to remember to link one of those down below for you guys. But let me just share with you what I have. I am in my kitchen now, so sorry, and everything's on top of my fridge, so let's get to it real fast. Okay, I do take the Nature's Bounty Extra Strength Hair, Skin, and Nail vitamins. They are argan infused. You can see the dosage there. I purchased these at Costco. I take 3 per day. I take all of mine at once with a meal, so usually with dinner. So 3 of these a day. They are just little coated gel capsules, soft gels, sorry, and they're very easy to take. They are not hard on my stomach, and I like them. The end. I do take cold pressed flaxseed oil. I take one of these soft gels a day. You can see the dosage there, 1,000 milligrams. Yeah, so easy enough. I find that this helps my digestive tract. Enough said. Wild salmon oil. You can see the dosage there, about 1,200 milligrams in the soft gel form. I'm not gonna lie, these stink and they smell like a dead salmon. I don't mind it. I just down them and it's fine. I will often take 1 or 2 of these a day as well. Again, I take everything at the same time with a meal because I find that that works best for me. Some people like to spread things out. Do what you want to do. Totally up to you. This just works for me. These are great because these provide you with omega-3 fatty acids, and those are good fats basically for you. And I find that, and these also are nice because they don't have any yeast, sugar, or starch in them. I find that my body just really works better when I am taking some omega-3 fatty acids. It's good for your brain, good for your heart, good for your overall cardiovascular health. You can certainly get other brands that are, they have a special gel coating that don't allow you to smell the salmon or fish oil at all. A lot of times, most fish oil supplements have krill oil in them, but I don't know. I alternate. I happen to not mind these, and they were cheap at Trader Joe's. Last thing that I take on a daily basis are these probiotic pills. These are, I also buy these at Costco. They are the True Nature Digestive Prebiotics. These are fantastic. Sorry, prebiotics. Probiotics. There's a difference. You can also just eat a lot of yogurt, but I like to eat a lot of yogurt and take these. I take 1 of these a day. I don't remember how many, because I don't have the box anymore, how many like billions of strains of probiotics are in these. However, I do know there's a lot, and I just take 1 a day. This has helped me immensely after taking the antibiotics, because those kill a lot of like the good flora that is in your digestive tract and your tummy, and so I needed help getting that balance back, and these do that for me. So anywho, that's what I take. So also, usually every other day I take these B complex gummy vitamins as well. I'll just take 1 of those. I do get like B vitamins in like these, so I try not to overdo it. These are Stella's. So anyway, that is my, oh, what did I just do? Oh, it's still recording. Okay, sorry. I'm obviously off my game a little bit today. So that's what I do in terms of vitamins and supplements. I feel a lot better now that I'm starting to take them again. They make a huge difference. I think that's finally everything. So again, let me know if you have questions, leave them down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Bye guys.